Hey y'all, it's March the 13th, 2017. I want to holler at y'all real quick. I just seen on the Tucker Carlson show here on the internet, I just seen a debate. I went ahead and I witnessed to a debate between Tucker and this man named Scott Edwards, who's an anti-fracking activist, and they had a real deep conversation about the fact that there's a conflict taking place between people who want fracking and people who don't want fracking. And usually, of course, these people who don't want fracking, their concern is for the environment and how it's all messed up to the environment, and we're gonna slip and fall into a trap of annihilating our own environment around ourselves and therefore killing ourselves, probably. All right. They were having a pretty deep debate, and I'll show you down below how you could watch it if you'd like to. I want to mention first that fracking, that's a situation that we definitely talk about, and I definitely talk about it in my personal life with people whom I know about fracking, because there's plenty of fracking taking place around here, man. Out here in Big Spring, fracking and oil drilling, and who knows all what they do. I should look into it. All right, but it's basically oil drilling and fracking. That's what's taking place. All right, and there are people whom I know who are very, very concerned about what could happen if we continue to do this fracking stuff, which seems to be bad for the environment. And I had to just conclude that this situation, like many situations, can be very, very, very complex, right? It could be made to be so. Right, it could get very complicated, these issues, and I've heard the opinions of the people who are anti-fracking. I've heard the opinions of people who are pro-fracking. I've heard a lot of different perspectives, and what I had to conclude is that both arguments have very, very good points. Very, very good points. Right, so if we're going to sit here and debate all day long about should we do it or should we not do it, I don't think it's going to go nowhere at all, because y'all both have very good points. You're not going to get your minds really changed about it, whether or not we should be fracking or not fracking. You've made it absolutely complicated in that you're debating the wrong question. All right, basically, if we stop and we think about this and we simplify this in our brains, all right, us as Americans, financially, a lot of us are in what we would refer to as dire straits, all right? A lot of us don't see, there's a whole mess of us who do have to choose, financially speaking, who do have jobs where it takes up a lot of our lives, but we have to choose between things that in America traditionally, as of recent generations, has become just basic necessities, just basically what people should want to have and stuff. We don't have all of what we want to have, all right? So let's forget about the environment just for 1 second. Let's put it off to the side just for a moment. All right, we're going to come back to it. We don't have economic success. We want economic success. We want to be great. We want to be great again, all right? We want to have we don't want to choose between our necessities. We don't want to choose between healthcare and food. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to choose between things of that nature. We want all of them. We want all of them. We want all of them, all right? And the beautiful thing about that is, in a hypothetical sense, if we were to have all of them, if everybody here was to have an opportunity for everything that they need financially, because they pay money to get things, if everybody had that, we'd be more apt to doing our own renewable energy. When you think about it, because guess what? That's the internet. All right, people out here are smart. We can rig up our own alternative, consumption energy type systems. We could do that. We could easily do that. I know people who've done it already. All right, so that is the concern. Instead of being concerned about whether or not it's good or bad for the environment, stick to the simple issues. And I believe that was something that Tucker Carlson was aiming to do in the debate. Stick to the simple issues. We need financial independence. All right, we need to get our fingers up out of the dang Middle East and let them do whatever it is they want to do. Who cares what they do and stuff? They seem to be running around chopping each other's heads off and stuff. That's what it seems to be, and that's what it seemed to be for centuries now. All right, I'm sorry about that. All right, but let people in the Middle East do what they want to do. Let us go ahead and extract our own resources to the point where we are just all very comfortable. Speaking in necessities. Let them do what they want to do. Let us get paid, not tomorrow, today. Right? And when you think about it in reality, I mean, if you think about it realistically, all right, you know what I'm saying? We need the money today before we change the environment for the better. We need it today. What are the systems in place today to where we all get paid as Americans so that we can sit comfortably, so that we can go ahead and organically change the way that we consume energy? Why don't we get paid today? All right. So the debate is over. There's no reason to debate. Why don't we get paid today? All right. There's fracking companies out here. I want a job. Shoot, I want a job. Could it be bad for the environment? Yeah. Everything could be bad for the environment if you do it and you do it wrong and stuff and you don't care what you're doing. All right. I want to get paid today. I would have no trouble getting a fracking job and stuff. Could it be bad for the environment? Yeah, it could be. All right. But how about we get paid today? We go ahead and get paid, and we say, forget about the Middle East, forget about everybody else. In fact, we got our own resources. We're just going to ball out of control. And so we're getting paid today. And that is the end of the discussion. How about we get paid today? And not too far into the future, I find that when we get paid, oh, we're going to make the environment better. We're going to make it better with the greatest of ease. We won't have to worry about that. All these people out here whose job it is to worry about that, you won't have to. You won't even have a job no more. I'm sorry to say that, but you might be able to get an energy job or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, this is March the 13th.
2017.